Hello. Howdy, howdy. How's it going tonight, Dexter? Hope you're having a good night. It's 10:06 p.m. here in Wisconsin. What's the weather like over by you? Probably warm, I bet. Warm and sunny. Yeah, I figured it would be. Right now it's in the 20s here and it's snowing. Seems like winter's never going to go away here. How warm does it get over there by you? I don't like the humidity. It gets humid here in the summer, and hey guys, you guys get any of this nasty weather down by you? Got a lot of it up here. Still getting it. Still getting snowed on. It's a huge front. Yep, winter's definitely dragging out. Hopefully this is going to be the last of it. Got my fingers crossed. That's what I'm hoping for. Spring has to get here sometime, right? Can't stay winter all year, I hope. Hi, Eden. How are you? Hope you're having a good night or a good day. Where you're from. It's 10 p.m. here on a Sunday evening. Hey, Terminator. Thanks for joining, buddy. Yeah, it's been snowing steady here since yesterday. Yeah, we do the Fahrenheit thing over here, so I'm not sure what that translates to. It's kind of a goofy system that the USA uses for temperature. They should get with the program and switch over to what everybody else is using worldwide. We're tired. It's been snowing. It's still snowing as we speak right now. School's canceled for tomorrow for all the kids. Seems like winter just dragging on and on and on. It's going to stay positive, though. Spring's coming, summer's coming. It's got to tough it out. Hey, man, how's it going, dude? Yeah, it's still snowing up here. I was just telling everybody they got school canceled around here for a pretty wide radius. Yeah, I think spring went, yeah, that's a good analogy. Philippines, yeah, I bet it's beautiful over there. I'm in Wisconsin in the USA. Very cold still, and lots of snow still. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this is the last of it for the year. Looks like we're gonna have some 40s, maybe even hit 50 by next weekend. So hoping this was winter's last hooray. Yeah, how do you like living down in Tennessee? Well, that's a nice area. Get a lot of rain down there, I bet. Philippines is beautiful. Cost of living is really cheap. Why is my mic so cracky? I have no idea. Probably because it's a cheap computer. Yeah, I think I would like Tennessee myself. Not a fan of snakes and biting insects, though. That's the only turn off about it for me. You got a lot of country and fields down there, and hills and mountains, I think, don't you? Yeah, I wonder what's going on with my audio. That's weird. I don't even know how to fix it, honestly. I have to, lots of rain in the Philippines. Yeah, I'm not sure even how to, I don't see any way to, yeah, we have snakes, but nothing venomous. Just garden snakes, and we have pine snakes that get fairly big. You don't really see many of them. And I've seen some, like, call it a hognose snake. It's kind of a rather ugly snake. I ran over one of them once. But most of the snakes, for the most part, are small. Good morning, Seema. Good morning to you. It's evening here. Cebu, yeah. I heard that's a nice place to live. Um, Depending on what kind of, I guess, what nice is to you. Seems like a lot of Americans choose that that area to live. Good morning, good evening from Wisconsin, the United States. Siwu, that's your place, Eden? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's certainly a beautiful country, that's for sure. There again, though, when it's warm and it's humid, that means that there's going to be some nasty, creepy crawlies that can bite you. How much snow? Probably right now, total since yesterday, I'd say 10 inches. My son dropped my computer. Maybe that's why the mic on it's screwed up. I'm gonna have to invest in a USB plug-in. Get one of the big audio, the big, you know, newscaster mics. Have it just sitting right here. I can speak into it. Cover up half my face. How much snow did you get over there by you? More or less than me? What's the weather like in the UK up there? $16, 18 inches? Holy smokes, I've checked that out. Use your earphone cable with the external mic. I'm so poor, I don't even have one of those. Otherwise, I would. Let me see here. mic real quick that'll has a jack that'll work. Does this help? I don't think it's even working. Does it seem like you guys can hear me through this? Okay. See you later, Eden. Thanks for stopping. You guys tell me if this mic sounds like it helps with audio at all. Not really, still is cracking it. Now. Yeah, I don't know. Shut off the other mic. Yeah. Oh, looks like my audio is just going to be crappy for this one. I'll click on that. Let me see here. All right, then what do I got to do? Just mute it out. Yeah, headset's not even showing up. It's not even detecting it. I don't know. Do I get a ding? No, no ding. I don't know. It's not picking up, I guess. Something's not working with it. Just gonna have to use this for now. I'll have to look into it more tomorrow. Yeah. Nope. I don't have one of those. So what's new with you, man? What's going on down by you? Do any plowing, or how do you guys do snow removal by your place? Me, I just plow my driveway with my four-wheeler. I've got a plow truck, but I need to change the alternator in it, and one of the pipes rusted off from the manifold, so it's got really weak power. How's the slime making? Yeah, my wife and daughter made a couple batches of that. Turned out pretty good. Kids really like playing with that stuff. A couple people commented, I guess, that that's kind of a popular thing to do on YouTube now. We didn't even know that. We hadn't watched any slime videos before that, so I guess it's on everybody's mind in the wintertime, maybe giving the kids something to do in the winter. Yeah, yes, that's what they said. Seemed like some people liked it. Yeah, I've never made it. My wife made it. I haven't made it myself personally. I'm not really the artsy type. My wife enjoys doing that kind of stuff though. Obviously I have kids, so I mean I, do stuff with them, but if it's just me, I don't not really into art personally. I'm not very creative, kind of a black and white sort of guy. What do you like doing over there for fun by you? What kind of hobbies do you have, Dexter? Hi, Tommy. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Hope everything's good for you in your part of the world. Snowing cold in our part of the world. Yeah, we can fish year round here. We have something called ice fishing where you can. Yeah, I'm drinking water too. We can fish on the ice in the winter here if we want. We have to drill through the ice with an ice auger. I'm not really a big ice fisherman. I like open water on the lakes. We have freshwater lakes here, a lot of lakes, a lot of rivers too, but I fish the lakes mostly. So I'm looking forward to all the ice melting, hopefully sometime, and getting out in the boat, going fishing. You probably got all kinds of crazy fish out there, really big ones to catch. Ours are all small. Oh, okay. Probably a nice variety of fish to choose from. We like to fish for crappies and sunfish quite a bit. They taste really good. Walleye tastes really good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to fishing, that's for sure. Yeah, trout does taste really good. Usually you catch those in the rivers. I haven't gotten into river fishing a whole lot. I mean, fly fishing, I haven't gotten into that. I do fish on rivers, but not fly fishing. Usually trout, that's fly fishing species, so I'd like to learn how to do it. Beautiful looking fish, rainbow trout. What are the good tasting fish up by you? Hi, friendward Z. Hello. Not a whole lot. Staying inside, out of the cold, out of the snow. That's what I'm up to. Seeing who's awake on a Sunday night before I go to bed. He's probably got huge, gigantic catfish over there. That giant catfish, yeah. Those things get like 8 feet long, 6 feet, 5. Yeah, I've watched shows with those. They get really big. Bet catfish tastes real good too. Yeah, I've seen videos of that. I don't know how to swim though, believe it or not. So that's probably not on my agenda anytime soon. Not really into rap, Mr. Gimmick. If I was going to pick one, I'd pick Jay-Z. Although I've listened to both of them when I was younger. Guys in the military introduced me to all that kind of stuff. They like both of them. I don't think Nas even makes music anymore. Holy smokes. Yeah, I don't know how many kilograms, I don't know how many kilograms are in a pound, but I'm guessing those are pretty big. Yeah, I know they get really, really fat and thick. Oh, does he? Okay. Seems like I haven't heard his name in music in a long time. I think he's older than me. That's really old. Hey, buddy. Hope you had a good live. Look like you had a pretty good conversation going on over on your live. One of the babies looked at you, huh? Wow. Then what happened? I got to hear the rest of this story. Oh, the hangout thing? Yeah, my buddy Rolling was telling me about that. You were like flip-flopping between another channel, I noticed. I haven't tried that at all. Oh, okay. Yeah, hopefully if you're a Nas fan, he'll get something out there for you. Yeah, you take care too, Dexter. It's good talking to you. It's nice talking to people from different parts of the world. Take care. Locked and loaded. Thanks for supporting, bud. I'll be sure I check you out and support you back. Wow, yeah. Wow, that's a pretty serious occurrence then, huh? Sounds like that really made an impact on you. Was that a life-changing experience for you, Friendward Z? I would imagine that it was. What did God look like when you saw God? Just out of curiosity. Yep, you too, Neen, Joey. We'll see you soon, I'm sure. I always got to give you a hard time about the big mic. Michael Jordan of fishing. I'd have to go with Al Linder. I might be getting a big mic because I guess my audio sucks on here, Joey. So maybe I'll copycat you and get the big TV news anchor mic. Then I can cover up my ugly mug, get it right here. Real big one. And I can just peek around it. Might get more views that way. I'm just kidding. At least you can sing, man. You got that going for you. You don't have to worry about me singing. Yeah, that's all open for argument and deliberation. There's a lot of great fishermen out there, that's for sure. My dad was close friends with Al Linder. Fished many tournaments with him back in the 70s, and he's recognized worldwide. is probably one of the greater freshwater fishermen ever. Yeah, still snowing here too. We got schools canceled for tomorrow. Kind of icy roads out with, you know, not a good deal. But I was looking at the forecast. Looks like later in the week it's going to be warming up for us. So fingers crossed, man. I think hopefully this is going to be winter's last hurrah. Heck, we're sitting here in the middle of April. You know, we don't usually see this kind of stuff. Oh, Bill Dance. Yeah, I remember him. I remember watching him as a kid. Yep. There's a lot of great fishermen out there, that's for sure. Most guys that get in a boat are probably better fishermen than me, so it doesn't take much. All right, yeah, good talking to you, Joe. You have a good night. Stay safe. Take care of the family. Enjoy that nice Alabama weather. I'm jealous right now. Yeah, so Rolling, I think you were gone from your computer when I asked, how do you guys do your snow removal over by you for your own place? I've just got a short little driveway, so right now I've been using my four-wheeler. I do have a plow truck, but it's decommissioned right now. Hi, Peg. Have a good day. By you. Thanks. Thanks for the kind words, Peg. You got a Mike's live stream? Okay. Does that give you view time? Or was it just letting you chit chat with some of your viewers? Yeah, I got a snowblower too. Can't get that started right now. Just been using the four-wheeler. Like 9 from you? Okay. Yeah, it's 10:38 on Sunday night here. Oh. Locked and loaded. Are you from Wisconsin too, or whereabouts you from? Stuff to you. Yeah, if you look, I don't know if you watched the radar at all, but that freaking front was just absolutely huge. It stretched down into Kansas. Yeah, I don't see anything right now coming down outside here, but it's supposed to snow into tomorrow. I was watching on the radar though, man. It's just absolutely freaking huge front, man. It's just, I think right now it's probably covering the whole state of Wisconsin. At least it was at some point during its movement. Blotted out our whole state. Couldn't believe it. Just massive. Seen some of it's up in Canada too. Yeah, I'm northeast of you guys, or excuse me, northwest. Yeah, that's fairly usual, though, I think. Most spring seems like it's pretty muddy, doesn't it? We'll have to see once April wraps up where it falls in line with total snowfall. Be interesting to see the numbers. Be interesting to see the numbers on winter in general, what the snowfall was like. Not gonna get shot till June for what? Holy smokes. All right, do tell. You hooked me on that. Yeah, I'll check out your video after I wrap up this live stream. It's pretty dead in the water anyway. What brought you from Florida to Wisconsin? And then also I'd like to hear more about Florida too. I've been there once, but that was as a kid and I was 4 years old, so obviously I don't remember a whole lot of it. I wonder if I can, I'm not gonna be able to bring up that video right now.
All right, guys, welcome to Rolling Homestead. It looks like the winter storm finally quit. So I was going to walk you around and show you some of this. I've never seen anything like this at all. But here's some of the pictures or video. So that's as far in as I can get there. There's my shop. I can't even get to that. I got my snowblower. So that right there is my drift that was all the way up through the driveway here on both sides. That thick. I don't know. I'm hoping it's done. I hope this is the last one because I'm really getting sick of snowblowing. This is ridiculous. So anyway, let's go check on the girls. I haven't seen them all day. Been working on trying to get this place cleaned up.
Yeah, I was just watching your Vlog 3 cleanout. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about, Mark. Are you living off the grid though, Locked, or no? Yeah, there was, I don't know, I'm guessing it was probably similar over by you, but the wind here was really whipping around pretty good yesterday. I think you got up to around 40-mile-per-hour gusts. Today it was probably, I think they were at 30. So yeah, a lot of drifts blowing. if you were sitting in the house and you looked outside, it was hard to tell if it was snowing or if it was just the winds pushing snow off the roof. Yeah, I'm not off grid at all here at my place. I live in the city limits. Unfortunately, but that's the case. Roland's got quite the setup at his place, looks like. Although it looks like he's out in a field.
I just took another 4 inches off.
Don't care for that.
Because it was coming down really hard.
Roland, looks like your lot is kind of out in the open in a field. Is that true? Yeah, see it. Even though I'm in I have a city lot, I've got public land right off the back side of my lot. Yeah, I like trees myself. If we ever up and move, it'll be somewhere that's definitely very private and surrounded by trees. That's for sure. I like my trees, man. I like my privacy. Oh yeah, I was looking at the outside of his house. Looks beautiful. You got a beautiful home.
Hopefully it warms up, guys. I'm hoping. You guys lay any more eggs? Check for eggs. Oh, yeah, 2 more.
Like those nesting boxes you built, Rolling. Those are pretty sweet.
2 more late bloomers.
Yeah, I'd be doing a lot of planting too if I was you. Be nice having apples too. You make all kinds of goodies out of that.
What? Look at that. Halfway up to the shop, the things back there, that's one of my smokers and my grill, just about buried.
Rolling, you got a 2-story home. You got a basement too, or no? I've got my house is on a slab, 1 story. I was actually deliberating on planting a few. Yeah, you're gonna have a pile of apples, man. That's an interesting tree to plant. There's so many varieties. I was trying to educate myself on apple plants last fall. We've got a wild one not too far from us. We get lots of apples off that thing, but I was debating on whether I've got a little small patch of property that I cleared out. It's part of our lot, but I cleared out last fall and I was kind of deliberating what I want to plant there. Apple trees got brought up. Or corn, sweet corn. Wow. Is that a newer house, older house? My house was built in 01. It's 4 bedrooms. It's I think it's around 2,000 square feet or something like that. 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. 2-car garage, although I don't park any vehicles in it. Yeah, apple trees, I think you need 2. I'm probably talking way out of my area of expertise, but 1909, okay. Well, you've definitely done a lot of work on that, that's for sure. You never know by looking at the outside of it. I like those older houses. A lot of history and character in them, though. Yeah, Rolling's probably the guy you want to talk to about that if you're having issues with your apple trees. All brick. Wow. Yeah, mine's stick built. There's a lot of modular homes here by me, but got a stick built home. It's got that cheap vinyl siding on it, but looks wise, it's a pretty nice house. Trying to do some work on the inside. I'm putting some shiplap on the walls over the sheetrock. Yeah, I can tell that he's taking a lot of pride and putting a lot of work on his home. Certainly, he's paid off. It's a nice looking place. Like that big shop you got too, man. Can never have enough shops. It's always nice to be able to work inside in the warmth. We got so much. My garage is fairly orderly, but it's not heated for one thing. 40 by 40, God, man. You're lucky, dude. Any work I want to do is in my two-car garage, and two-car garage really means 1.5. And then right now I've got fence panels. I've got a fridge out there that stays out there all the time. Big chest freezer. What else do I got out there? Well, then I made a room for my tanning bed for my wife, so that takes up some of the room as well. I've got a bunch of shelves that I built in like a workbench. There's not a lot of room in it. Well, I got my chicks out there right now. I moved them from inside the house because they were stinking up the house too bad, so moved them out in the garage. Hopefully it's warm weather. I'll come in time so I can move them from the garage to outside here, but I'll have to wait for the overnight temps to come way up before I even think about doing that. And it's got some more ISAs here 2 days ago, so I've got some more 2-day-old chicks. Yeah, basement. I bet that'd be nice. You got like a man cave thing going on there, or what do you like about it? I'd love to have a basement. Love to have a bigger house. Our house isn't small, but and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of really nice. I'm not against owning a prefab house, modular home, we call them here. I looked at a lot when I was in the market for buying. It just happened that I settled on this house. I think they're getting better at. I think with the codes now, I think that they have to use sturdier materials now. I think. I might be wrong. Three freezers going. Yeah, I got my one freezer, my big chest freezer going. That's where I got all my meat. Got all my chickens in there. I've got my deer meat in there. Any other, overflow that we can't fit in. I've got another fridge in the garage though too. So we've got 2 fridges. We got the one in the house, and then we got the one in the garage, and then we got the big chest freezer. We got another smaller chest freezer, but that one's not plugged in because I don't need it. Yeah, you got meat for how many kids do you got, Ro? I can't remember. I know you got your wife. I thought you said 3. I can't. 3, okay. I've got a horrible memory, so if you tell me something I don't remember, don't take it personal, because it took me 3 years just to remember my wife's birthday. She'll vouch for me. 3 boys. Definitely got your hands full there, but of course girls are a handful too, so. Is your wife or you want a girl, or are you guys happy with what you got? Yep, they do. You remember how it was when we were growing up. Huh. Oh, it's almost 18. Yeah, I bet they're you're in need, well, depending on how long he stays at home, you're gonna need every bit of those cows to feed all those mouths you got. That's funny you said about your basement. I can see how that could happen to a guy. You have all these big plans of how you want to make it, and next thing you know, you're getting pushed out. $52, huh? Man, well, you got 3 boys, so I'm sure you raised them right, so they're gonna help you out. I'm hoping. But it's ended up being just me doing it last year. It's definitely a lot of work. So just a heads up. Oh yeah, if I had your shop, that'd be my man cave too, man. I'd be out there. Is that heated or not heated? See, my garage is not heated. I've got a torpedo heater, but obviously that's not the same. Anyway, hopefully with them meat birds, man, you're gonna have some help, some extra hands, because it's a lot of work, dude. It's worth it, but it's a lot of work. Takes time getting it down, learn how to do it. I think those Red Rangers, those don't mature. Usually people don't process those till like 12 weeks. 2 heaters in it? Yeah, I figured you'd have heat in it. What do you sell on eBay, buddy? Stuff that you resell, or is it stuff that you make, or is it stuff that you're is it some of your wife's work? Doing 20 at a time? Well, like I said, that's doable. Depends how much childhood memories. Why are you selling your childhood memories? I wouldn't want to get rid of any of that for myself. Some things are worth more money, at least in my book. Rolling, if you're doing 20, man, hopefully you got help. I'd have your boys out there, and well, depending on how skittish your wife is, have her out there doing something too. I'm sure you watched all the videos on how to process them. Did you get a plucker or no? It's a big help if you have one of those. I invested in one of those because if you don't have a plucker and you're plucking them by hand, Yeah, if your whole family's in on it, you guys, I can see you guys being able to do 20 in a day. Especially if all you guys are on the same page, all you guys know, you know, ahead of time, you know, if you're assigning what you want everybody to do, but everybody's going to have to be processing the birds because really that's just a one-man job. Now I'm thinking about looking for one of those mics that you plug in your computer. I look at the image quality on my the camera on the image that my camera shows on my end is really grainy and crappy. $3.50 each, cut and package. Oh, okay. Well, it's good. I'm glad to hear you're not selling your own stuff. I was like, geez, man, times can't be that rough, are they? Yeah, I actually love those old kind of, I don't have disposable income for it, but I like toys. You guys remember Garbage Pail Kids? I was really into those in elementary school. I like those. There's a lot of stuff I like from my childhood. If I could afford it, I'd have it. I do have some stuff that I've purchased over the years. I bought a lot of stuff for my kids for them to save. Yeah, I don't know, Rolling. Your stuff looks pretty fancy from what I saw. I'm just a simple man here. I sit at my kitchen table and yak in my laptop. Yeah, I still like them. That's why I don't know how old a guy you are. I'm 41, but that if you're my age, you'll remember those. You'll remember G.I. Joe for sure. Remember Choose Your Own Adventure books? I really like those. I love those. There's just a lot of stuff. I mean, you can't even remember it unless you see it. Then then you're kind of like, yeah. So you remember? You're right there. You remember Garbage Pail Kids? I know you remember Choose Your Own Adventure books. Those are really big in the 80s. I bought one of those. Actually, I haven't even opened it yet. Because it's exactly your. Yeah, I didn't have the Red Ryder. I had one of those. It was a Daisy that my dad bought me when I was 9 or 10. It was one of those pump action ones. I don't know what model it was, but I had that for years. I wonder what the hell happened to that thing. I had that forever though. Killed a lot of chipmunks with that. Oh man, speaking of which, I got chipmunks. I need a new frickin' BB gun, man. This BB gun I got right here. This thing is, it's a it's a Daisy Rogers Powerline 880. But anyway, this thing is so inaccurate. And I've got chipmunks here, and I can't stand chipmunks because yeah, I bet it was a Crossman. Now that you say that, yeah, yeah, Rolling. That's actually one of my favorite movies, man. I've got a lot of this antique thing here behind me. I've got a bunch of movie memorabilia from that movie. It's one of my favorites. That came out in the 80s too. I actually watched that movie in school, and that's my all-time. I've got a handful of Christmas movies that I like, but that's I would say without a doubt that's my favorite one. I like the Home Alone movies, but if I was gonna pick, if somebody asked me, I always tell them it's A Christmas Story for sure. Yep, the good old days. Nah, don't worry, I type slow too. I was saying before, like when I text on my phone, I only use one hand. My wife, she does both. She types. Now I can type slowly on keyboard, but for whatever reason, that has it translated over into using my phone. Don't know why, whatever, but so I'm sympathetic to the slow typing thing. Yeah, yeah, the hard piece of gum. Remember trading the cards. The big one you really wanted was Atom Bomb. Remember that? That's the one you wanted. I remember seeing him once. Yeah, I've got that whole movie memorized. I absolutely just love that. I love the nostalgia of it. A lot of it, that would have been that time. Everyone's sending you comments. So much for global. Well, here's the thing about global warming. It's not about just you know, the surface temperature of the Earth is getting warmer, but it's also about weather extremes. That's what people, maybe they're just joking and they know that, but global warming causes weather extremes, extreme cold, extreme warmth, you know, Rustin, Justin. Yeah, I just love those. They're extremely overpriced now for the cards. They've gone up really, substantially in value, even for, some of the more mundane and average cards, but there's still a handful that are exceptionally expensive. If I had the money, I'd love to buy a whole set unopened. It's very hard to find those though. Yeah, I hear you there, man. Like I said, I was checking the forecast. I think that. Good evening, Zip Zap Zoo. Good evening to you as well. 11:09 here in Wisconsin. But looking at the forecast, at least where I'm at here, it's supposed to warm up. It's supposed to have mid 40s again by, I want to say, Wednesday, and then maybe get lucky and hit 50 on Saturday. So I'm thinking this was the last hurrah for winter 2017, and we won't let the door hit it and the what on the way out, because we all know how short summer is here, man. It's like it starts and then next thing you know, it's fall. So it's definitely been a long, long winter. I'm ready to do some fishing. Ready to just get outside and, do some outside work and enjoy the weather, enjoy the sun, get out of the house more. Always tends to put me in a better mood too. Just being out in the sun, being out in the warmth. Only drawbacks to the mosquitoes. None of us like them. Heard of this thing called mosquito magnet, though. I'm thinking about checking that out. I'll have to do some more research on it though and educate myself. See if it works or not. You'll see your grass, man. Once you get a little patch started, it'll start spreading out. You know how it works. Just needs that dark spot start spreading down. We'll start melting. All right. Have a good night, buddy. Good talking to you. I'm going to be buttoning up pretty quick myself. I know my chickens, your chickens too, they're looking forward to seeing some grass and bugs, seeds. Prior to the snowfall, we had some open ground for them to forage around on.
Yeah, it's starting to snow again. So guys, what I want to do right now is I want to take some time to talk about a channel. And he's a really good channel. He talks about current affairs, and he's talking about prepping, and he talks a lot about how to prepare for stuff. Shows some canning videos, all this other stuff. And the reason why I'm saying this, guys, is I'm in town to get gas for this.
Oh, you made a new channel? What is it? Off to making 2 channels, huh? Going big. Going global. Going worldwide. Sergeant Recon, thanks for tuning in. Hope you're having a good day, good night, wherever you're at. Oh, okay. Dirt. I don't know if I'm subscribed to that. To see if I can find it. We'll look it up right now. All right, I found you. Just signed up.
biggest things is for the morale booster. Keeping you calm in situations is becoming handy. And it's something that we're used to hearing all the time. So that's my review today on ambient weather radio. There's a second time, turn it on. It's on to all the dreams.
Crower, who's that? I'll have to look that up. Oh, was that at the end of that? Was that at the end of the ambient radio one? That sounds pretty cool, man. Song playlist. We're on that channel. Oh, I see it. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I don't even know if I should, if that's copyrighted, they're going to nail me on this video for that. My last live chat, I had my iTunes open and I was playing some songs on there, and somehow it, yeah, hopefully, I don't know. We'll see if enough of it bleeded through here, or if they nail me on that again. I ended up getting a warning for 2 songs that bled through into the video from my iTunes. Somehow they were able to catch it. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't know it was a no-no, but it was copyrighted music, so I got a warning on that. I didn't get a strike on it or anything like that, but anyway, I just deleted the whole thing. Wasn't sure how to handle it, so yeah, that's what happened. That's why I got shut down, I imagine. Anyways, I ended up deleting the whole thing. Just wasn't really sure what to do, so I just, hey, Merlene, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully it doesn't happen again with this one. That would suck. You have it on your channel though, and you didn't have any issues with it, I'm assuming. I don't know how that works. I know there's something called fair use where you can use copyrighted stuff, but I'm not sure how that works. I haven't looked into it. I haven't had any interest in using anything, so. What part of the world are you from, Marlene? I'm coming to you live from the state of Wisconsin, the United States. 11:22 p.m. Sunday night. From the Philippines. Yeah, I had a couple other viewers on earlier from the Philippines. Said it was hot and humid. Yeah, I've heard of SoundCloud, but I'm not sure how that applies to using it for your content. So Marlene, is it hot and humid over by you? Greg, how's the weather down by you? Let's hear about it. We got another guy in here rolling. Well, Sergeant Recon. He got covered over in snow. He got more than I got so far. What'd you get down by you? I know you didn't get away unscathed. Ha! 3.5, huh? Wow. We got that over the course of an hour yesterday. That's how hard it was coming down. We got it good enough here, though. It's going to snow, continue snowing through the night into the morning, so they've canceled school here. You got off easy. Are you expected to get any more? Yeah, right. Hey, Tiny Hilltop. Not much, just chit-chatting, little this, a little that. Well, Greg, up here it is. Like I said, it's going to keep snowing. You're part of the same front that we have, but obviously it sounds like it's warmer down by you, which makes sense. It's mid-20s here, probably right now. It's probably upper teens, 20. I don't know. It's going to continue snowing into the morning, so we'll see what we have come Monday morning. See what the total will be. It's definitely not going to all melt though, but of course you didn't have any snow to begin with. We had a pile of snow here even before this front moved in. We didn't get what Rolling got though. He got 16. I'd say my best guess is yeah, it was here too. It was like around 40 mile per hour gusts. Definitely windy. A lot of drifting. Today wasn't, you'd have some occasional gusts, probably might hit 30. Hi, Revive. Thanks for tuning in, friend. Hope all is well with you. Yeah, definitely with that wind chill yesterday. Our studio, hello, friend. Hope you're doing well where you are. Just talking about the crazy weather we've been having here. Oh, you leave? Yeah, that happens. Oh, there he is. You got over 20 by you, eh? Wow. Good. Now I don't gotta listen to rolling wine anymore. Somebody does have it worse than you. Well, he'll keep his 16. You can keep your 20. 26 by you. Yeah, it's pretty chilly down there for you, eh, Greg? Yeah, you know me. Always the smart, eh? Oh, yeah. Everybody tunes into my live streams. Always good about doing that. Yeah, ask my wife what a smart A I am, that's for sure. She'll tell you. Always get the old evil eye. She's used to it, though. She puts up with it. Yeah, I'm sure you get cold there. I mean, you're still in Wisconsin. You don't get as cold as we do, but need somebody to talk to? Well, that's what I'm here for. $75 an hour. That's my going rate. Just kidding. I'm easy. I'm cheap. I'm actually free, so talk away, putt putt. Hopefully it's good things. What's my audio sound like? It still sound crappy? Choppy? Yeah, I don't know. My son dropped my laptop and I think something got screwed up. I have to start using my wife's laptop, but or I might buy an external mic if I can figure out how to. They must make mics that have a USB cord. Well, if you want to cry, man, don't keep it in. I'll tell you that right now. It's definitely cathartic to and therapeutic to recognize your emotions and let it out, man. Don't keep it in. Only makes it worse when you bottle in your emotions. That's for sure. It's my experience is to acknowledge them and face them. And I don't know the details on it, but people, friends, family, you can have fights that you think you can leave and think that you're never going to talk to that person again or genuinely feel that way. But what I found, it seems like time has a way of healing things. So not sure how old you are. I'm sure, heartbreak's always probably one of the tougher emotions to deal with as a man, as a male. But you can't overcome it. Oh, Well, like I said, I don't know enough of the details to, I don't know enough of the details of your situation, but I guess you, first and foremost, you want to look out for yourself and ask yourself, is it healthy for you? Is it beneficial to have somebody like that in your life? Somebody that's backstabbing, you know? Personally, I avoid drama, and it doesn't matter who it is. If they're a backstabber, it's certainly not somebody that I want involved in my life, because that's only going to create chaos and drama and bring negativity into your life. So I avoid people like that. Once I find out that they're like that. I know it can still probably be difficult for you if you're dealing, when it comes to matters of the heart, you have that emotional attachment. You can still, even when somebody's hurt you really bad, they could be somebody that's not a healthy person, but you still have the emotional attachment, so it's hard to get over that, even for people that have treated you badly, did you wrong. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's going to be easy to deal with. Somehow, some way, hopefully you have a support system, somebody to talk to about it. That always makes things a lot better too. So Tiny, where are you from? I don't remember where you're located. I apologize if you've told me before. Yeah, I plowed my driveway once, probably around 11 a.m. Definitely needs to be plowed again. I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. My son dropped my computer, and now it doesn't work very well. I don't even know where the mic is on this computer, to be honest with you. I sound like Siri? Wow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to invest in a plug-in mic. Well, Siri might sound better than my actual voice. You never know. Blue Jedi? How much does that cost? I hope it's cheap. $80? Yeah, it's out of my price range. Yeah, I'm going to be looking at something for probably around $20. See what I can get for that. $20 is my price range. Anything will sound better than what's working right now. So Logitech USB mic, yeah, probably pick up one of those. They probably have those at a big box store somewhere. Thanks for your advice. I'll look into that. I'm sure it's rather annoying for people. Yeah, putt, it's not going to be easy for you, no matter what. Especially if you had, you had all these grandiose plans in your mind and you saw your future with that person. It's never easy. Love is a tough game to play. Love's a lie. Yeah, I could see for some people, depending on the experiences that you've had, I can see where you'd say that, feel that way. Can definitely be very hurtful, that's for sure. Personally, I've always been very guarded when it came to any relationships that I've started. Just yeah, I mean, I don't know how old you are, but yeah, you're right. I agree. I'm 41, and definitely even since when I look back, you're 31, okay. When I look back, over 20 some years, and I compare dating now, I mean, I'm married now, but when I compare dating, 20 years ago versus now, um, it's definitely changed for sure, and not in a good way. I think that, well, I've got my opinions on it, but I remember I think that women, it seems like you don't have to work for it as much as you used to, like as a man. I think more women are more open. Uh, women are more open. Women have almost adopted the mentality of men when it comes to dating. It seems like they're much more open about just everything. And they'll, it's not just guys anymore that just use women for, intimacy. I think that women definitely do that now, um, in this day and age. So that's probably the biggest thing. I think that there's been kind of a revolution when it comes to dating with women. Um, they're much more open about intimacy, I think, for sure, than if you were to look back 20 years, way different. And it seemed like you definitely had to work for it. You definitely had to work for it when you were a guy, a lot more 20 years ago than you do now. So I think that uh, there's definitely been a revolution when it comes to, yeah, I agree. See, I'm old school, like, I still open a door and I mean, don't get me wrong, I can still, definitely I can be a jerk, but, you know, I, when I don't go on dates now, but when I did go on dates, then, it was kind of hard. You couldn't really be like yourself, um, although I was, but it's almost like you couldn't be a nice guy because, yeah, old school and simple is for sure. But in terms of like, yeah, paying for dinner, paying for everything, it's kind of been how I've always been for sure. Opening doors, just being a gentleman. Yeah, I agree. It's just, I think it's natural. The longer you've been with somebody, the more accustomed, you lose that. Um, yeah, I'm definitely a country boy for sure when it comes to the way that I treat a woman. But sometimes that doesn't really work in your favor. It actually works against you because you're kind of more genuine and you wear your heart on your sleeve. So that's why I kind of actually became more guarded over time. But you're right. It's in terms of keeping the spark going for sure. I think that it, when you're in a long-term relationship, there's always that you can't kind of just become complacent and just settle, because I think that's where you can have problems if you kind of just you can't take your partner for granted. You also have to I think, yeah, you definitely lose that. I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You definitely lose the butterfly feeling, but that's just what that is just those are hormones that are being released in your brain, and that's there's that's just physiology for you. That's normal. Yeah, you're right. You do have to, like I said, you can't get complacent. You can't just settle. As men, I guess I should speak for myself. It's easy to become, uh, yeah. I think men can definitely get really comfortable after they're in a relationship. No, you don't sound negative at all. I mean, you're being completely open and honest and realistic. And I think what you're saying is really accurate, at least in my opinion, too. You know, I've definitely caught myself many times getting really comfortable and not putting in the same amount of effort in long-term relationships that I did initially. Just because you get comfortable and you have this person now, and you both care about each other, and you kind of stop. You don't try as hard as you used to when you were first trying to you know impress that person. um, and we all do that. We all bring our A game early on in during the whole dating thing. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, and obviously details matter when it comes to relationships, for sure. How it ended, who ended it, whatever, why it ended. If it was a bad one, from my own personal experience, it takes a long time, man, to ever get over it. And and actually, I watched the video. Actually, it takes men longer to get over relationships than women, which I was actually surprised to actually hear verbalized. Yeah, rolling that, you know, you're lucky. I mean, it's working out all for you. Yeah, you think that guys are the heartless ones, and don't get me wrong, there's definitely plenty of heartless guys out there, but at the same time, well, that's the way it is now. Like, I mean, it seems like, you know, that's all a lot of people want is just a one night stand and then that's it. But it seems like, but that's the younger generation. Like I was saying, those are the changes that I've seen. Um, yeah, there's definitely, I mean, those have always been around, don't get me wrong, but now it's like definitely more acceptable and almost like part of the norm, I think. It's just, well, I mean, that's what I'm into, you know, but like I said, I'm old school and, but, well, really, I know that religion, you know, plays a big part of your life, and I'm happy that it's working for you, and it's, you know, bringing positives into your home. So for that, I'm happy for you. If it works, then more power to you. You know, in terms of the whole one night stand thing, that's always been around, obviously, but it seems like both, it's definitely, it's almost like girls are more open and almost okay with it, just as okay with it as guys are now. Yeah, I love taking out the four wheeler at night, looking up at the stars, you know, just looking up at the sky during the summertime, man. You see so much that you don't realize. If you just take the time to look up, no, you're doing good. 8 years, two kids, same dad, and you're happy. Well, man, I mean, good for you. I mean, that's what it's all about. Please feel free to share your tips on how to keep it going for this long. 8 years is a long time. Oh, you were just kidding. Yeah, I have a lot of bonfires up. Yeah, when you have kids, you know, you definitely have to try it because there's more than just you and him involved. There's mom and dad to your two kids, so you have to figure out a way to make it work as long as everybody's healthy and safe and it's beneficial for you and the kids that you and your husband are together. Then you don't want to give up. I agree with that. I concur. Oh yeah, it takes a long time. Well, yeah, after 8 years, I mean, it would certainly, you know, I know what you're saying. It would definitely be weird to, I mean, it's something you really can't even visualize when you've been with somebody for 8 years. It's like that's all you know. I mean, just thinking about, imagine, I mean, you probably can't even imagine like going on a date with somebody. That would probably feel like just the thought of it would be very alien to you. Like, you know, difficult to even picture that. You probably would feel weird even thinking about that. So I know what you're saying. I mean, that's, you know, natural to feel like that. Well, yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, we all miss the spark. I mean, that's like the best part of falling in love, getting into a relationship is that, you know, that the passion, you know, going on dates. Yeah, man, that's good. Rolling, you've got some good. Obviously, what you guys are doing is working well for you. So I think making time for each other, um, you know, not just being, you know, leaving the family setting and just mom and dad going out, or, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend if you're not married, going out. Okay. Well, you don't have to be married to be happy, you know. It's not a prerequisite to happiness. Yeah, I mean, I agree with rolling, going on dates. Yeah, listening, you have to listen. Um, you have to really listen. You have to communicate. Marriage costs a lot of money. Yeah, it does. Divorces cost the most. So I know what you mean there. So if you do get married, make sure it's the right one. Of course, usually the guys lose, well, depending on your situation, but the guys, depending on who the breadwinner is, but more often than not, the guys lose more. Not to say that women can't lose and, bring a lot into the marriage themselves. But in this state anyway, it's whatever you have when you brought into the marriage, you keep that. James, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. It's whatever you gather together after you're married that you have to figure out. Yeah, right. No, it's definitely not something that you want to go through, that's for sure. I mean, it gets ugly in court, that's for sure. Somebody that was once your best friend, your lover, your everything, that same person then becomes a bitter enemy, your adversary, somebody that you really don't recognize anymore. It's a very stressful, sad state of affairs. And if you can avoid being in that situation, you definitely want to avoid it. And yeah, you know what? I wish I was in that situation, but sometimes you can be as mature. It takes two people to do that, to make that work. Let me tell you, if there's one person that just has their own mindset and their own reality, you can present facts to them and try to be as fair-minded as you can, and still not get through, and still it's still going to be a battle. So yeah, rolling. I don't even know what your wife looks like. I haven't. Is she in any of your videos? I feel like I might have saw her in one of your thumbnails. Is she brunette? Must be. Obviously, that must be your wife, because I do remember seeing a brunette in one of your thumbnails. Yeah. Mine is a blondie. Definitely a blonde. Natural blonde. She's got a good heart, though. She's a good person. She's kind of a dingbat, but she's got a good heart. I'm lucky I have her. She puts up with my crap, and yeah, I pick on her. She puts up with it. I don't give her too hard a time. Like, sometimes I do. I'm definitely not the easiest guy to live with. I'll readily admit that. Yeah. A lot of girls are. Some girls are, obviously, there's a lot of, yeah, you're right about that. We are. Don't let them fool you. But Some girls are intelligent, that's for sure. I love intelligence in human beings in general. People that can teach me something I can learn from. 'Cause I just have a yearning and desire to learn something every day. I just love being around intelligent people, smart people. Um, I always enjoy being in that kind of conversation. It doesn't take much to find somebody that's smarter than me, so I usually don't have to look very far. Cis girls, that they're smart, quite smart. Yeah, Roland, you got it made, man. You know, seems like you've got a really admirable life. It seems like you guys are really happy and appreciative of what you have, and it's working well for you. And you know, you're one of the people that, you know, I would say that good things have come to them through hard work and the way you live your life. So I think that there's a reason that you have the life that you have, you know, the wife you have, just your life in general. I think that there's a reason why you have, you're living the life that you are. So a lot of it's about making good choices. It's a big part of it. Wise choices in life, man. You make, hi Adam, thanks for stopping in. Bad choices can change the course and direction of your life. If you can learn from them, build on them, not repeat them, then it was a lesson learned. Still learning that as I go. I think I'm getting better at that. Definitely made a pile of mistakes in my life. Older I get, though, I think the more knowledgeable I'm becoming as far as making wiser choices. Yeah, well, you know, you have your three boys, and you got your three boys, and you know, maybe you guys wanted another girl. I don't know. You wanted more, but you know, when it comes to making a decision between having more kids or putting the health and welfare of your wife in jeopardy, I mean, that's a no-brainer, obviously. So there's some people that can't have any kids, as I'm sure you know. So what I learn as I get older, another thing I learn is appreciating what you have, you know, and not really. I used to really be kind of mixed up in the whole keeping up with the Joneses mentality, especially with where I live. You know, I live in a residential development area, and life's good here, Jerry. A lot of snow, a lot of cold. Yeah, man. Well, I know just from getting to know you on here, I'm sure you treat her like a queen, and you know, I'm sure you treat her the way that her father would want her to be treated. So I'm sure you'll be fine with that. As long as you don't lose sight of that, and I can tell that I don't think that you would. Lots of snow and lots of cold here, Jerry. How about you? How's the weather down by you? I'm going to get some more water. Adopting, yeah. I think it's cheaper if you adopt from overseas, seas, from what I've heard. No, it's no problem, man. I've been where you are, putt putt. It's not easy. It's definitely a dark time when you're dealing with heartbreak. That's for sure, of any kind, because you've got that emotional investment there, and really, the reality is the only thing that's going to make it any better is time. At least from my own personal experience, that was the only remedy for it. Yeah, I didn't grow up on a farm. My aunt had a farm that I would visit during the deer season a lot, off and on other times. But it's definitely a hard life, but it teaches you one heck of a work ethic. I think that it builds really strong adults. I mean, you're a testament to that, Mark. I mean, I think it gives you a very strong foundation to succeed in life. Gives you a good appreciation for hard work and its value and what it can get you, its meaning. I just grew up in a small home, in the country. Wasn't a farm, but I worked in a farm. No, it's my audio, Jerry. There's something. My son dropped my computer. I have a feeling that maybe perhaps something was damaged. Not really sure. I think tomorrow I'll go online and see if I can find a USB mic that I can use. Hopefully I can figure out how to use it. So my apologies for the poor audio quality. Sure, it's probably really annoying. I can't hear it. I can just, obviously I just hear my own voice. But I think when he dropped it, maybe the mic got damaged. Not really sure. Yeah. Well, you'd have to probably talk more in depth about how it would teach you that. I think that's being resilient. That's very important in life, because there's definitely going to be times that are going to test your fortitude for sure. Tough times, but obviously we've all had tough times and we all made them through them because we're here today. Wouldn't want to go repeat them, that's for sure. But I think tough times probably make you tougher as a human being, make you more resilient. Yeah, he didn't drop the mic, Jerry. He did drop the laptop, if that's what you're talking about. So maybe the microphone inside the laptop got broken, if that's what you're referring to. It's kind of what I was figuring happened. So I'll find something, plug in the USB slot on here. Somebody said earlier that my voice sounded like Siri. Shortwave radio, huh? Vibration. Yeah, that sucks. I don't even know where the microphone is in this dumb thing. Yeah, Mark, so you got a degree, huh? I'm actually one semester away from getting a degree myself, if I choose to go back to school. What'd you get your degree in? Yeah, Jerry, you take care. I'm gonna be going to sleep here pretty quick myself. Thanks for stopping in. It was nice. Nice talking to you. Stay warm. Engineer, huh? Wow. Yeah, that says it all right there. You're definitely a hell of a lot smarter than I am. You gotta know your math, along with a lot of other stuff. Hey, no problem, Putt Putt. Um, I feel bad for you, man. Yeah, I bet it does help you on the homestead. I feel bad for you, Putt Putt. I've been where you are right now several times in my life, and never gets easier. Um, even, the older you get, it doesn't get any easier. It's one of those things where you just have to find a way to keep pushing through, man. And, I wish you the best with it. Hopefully, whatever you choose to do with her is wise and in your best interest. I just leave it at that. Use your head, not your heart. Sometimes it's the best advice I can give you. And like I said before, having a support system, family, friends that you can talk to about it is of extreme importance and exceptionally valuable for sure. Because when you try to go solo and handle it on your own, I think that it's going to take a lot longer to overcome and put behind you. So I'm not a counselor, but that's the most honest and helpful advice I can try to give you. I'm probably going to be wrapping up this live stream pretty quick here, guys. I'm really surprised I stayed up as long as I did. Hello, Australia. All right, Mark. Yeah, it was good talking to you, man. Yeah, I'll catch up with you on your next 1 to 3 months. Yeah, have a good night, man. Take it easy. Hopefully you don't got 16 more inches of snow below tomorrow. So, what's the weather like over by you, Lady Love? It's got to be really hot down in Australia. Australia? I bet my accent sounds funny to you. Yeah, man. Ours not. Obviously, that's just happened, so still very fresh. Pretty much near impossible to think clearly right now for you. So I think, guys, I'm probably going to wrap up this live stream. Been on here a couple hours. Had a pretty good chat. It's kind of slow tonight, but it's pretty good. So, Putt, I hope, like I said, I hope you have somebody to talk to. Wish you the best with it, man. Try not to let it get you down too much. Sun will come up tomorrow, man. Just remember that. Tomorrow's a new day. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Craig, take care. Good talking to you again. Hope you melt your snow down there. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope you guys take care.